And we're live, I think. Show me the chat. Oh, I bet I can hear what it sounds like if I stop the music. Show me the chat. Oh, I bet I can hear what it sounds like if I stop the music. I could. And that worked. And my microphone is not high enough. Bella! Bella! Chat, popping out the chat. Okay. Where was I? Professional development. Oh, I did this Git roll thing. Apparently I'm a senior full stack developer. I know some things, I guess. Interesting. Tell that to an employer. Get rid of this. If you're curious, I'm trying to build a course around learning while building in public. I think it'll be on school. I mentioned that last time, but nobody watches these, so you will never know. Oh yeah, see, there's me learning. Cat, okay, my cat is laying on my computer. I think I'm gonna turn up my microphone. See, cat, ugh, get off the computer. Sorry, bud. You are in the wrong place. Go back here. Okay, changing the dB to -6. This might be better, right? Okay, yeah. Wish you could see how janky my setup is. But I have this Rode mic plugged into a Rode Go, and the other end's plugged into the camera. And the camera is plugged into the computer. Okay, but got my yogurt because it is morning time here in Amsterdam. Gotta get my code. Of course, it opens on the other screen. What is this? Oh yeah, Q&A. I mean, if you're curious about school, you get all these Q&A videos every week. Let's see. I guess I can minimize this one. What is this? Is different. Where are my buttons? Weird. VUE. I think today I should get into Nuxt and just start messing around with Nuxt, since my take-home exercise is supposed to be built in Nuxt. So let's do that. Here we go. Let's get started. Do I have a Next thing going already? No, I don't. Okay. Next is a free and open source framework. I know. Server-side rendering. So much like Next, but with Vue, which I'm guessing that's where the U came from in Next. Rollup and Node. Server API and server middleware for middleware. Okay. Is anyone working on like a TRPC for Next? I don't even know how that would work after learning how templates work in in Vue. Vue. Coffee. Stack Blitz. 18 or higher. What am I running right now? Kitty. It's running very slowly. 2010. DLX, is that a PNPM thing? Learning Next. It's my go-to name for things. It's very boring. Which manager? PNPM. I've been thinking I really want to get back into Vim. I used to do a lot. I used to build on Vim. And then I worked at a place where there was a lot of pair programming and people would just get confused when I'm inside Vim. So I went to VS Code, where everybody could help out. Are you interested in participating? No. This is just an experiment. Git, yes, that's usually a good idea. So I don't have to actually install the dependencies. It did that for me. How nice. Yay, open. Of course it opens in the other window, which means we need to close this one. Okay, let's just peek around. Thanks, Zed. Wait, why isn't it getting bigger? I can't zoom in. App view. Oh, it zooms in the file, not the tree. Okay. So it's very basic. Interesting. So it says get started with PNPM run dev. PNPM run dev. Wait, I think I have an alias, PRD. Yes. Haha. Localhost 3000. Wait, I thought my Olama was running on 3000. Shit. What happened to Olama? Remove welcome page by replacing next welcome. This. So this is just a component that's built within the next node module dependency. So I don't actually get to see it. Okay, they really give you nothing. Thanks. It works. Well done. Next concepts. Okay. Next, auto imports, components, composables, helper functions, and VUE APIs. Next also imports components, composables, and VUE JS APIs to use across your application without explicitly importing them. Oh, so things like ref. All right, well, let's give it a try. Get rid of these. Make a script. I forgot what the attribute you're supposed to put on there. Const my value equals ref 0. How does this work? You just put my value in here. I keep missing the keyboard. Okay. Oh my god, how does this work again? Selected. All I want is like the very basic example. Oh yeah, dot value. Dot value. Shouldn't it alert me about that? Fuck. There. Okay. Man, clearly I have a lot to learn. How do I use it in a template? Dude, that's how I'm using it. Message. Did I spell it wrong? Like, nope. Shift often D. Shift. Got it. Yep. What the fuck does this mean? This operation requires permissions for running command and access files from the browser. A request was sent to the server. What? The cores thing? Oh, setup. Is that what I need? Is this to say setup? Yes, clearly. God, so much to learn. So much to learn. I miss React. I miss React already. Oh, I gotta eat my yogurt. Why does it keep going to that one? I hate you. Maybe I'll watch Primogen's reaction to this whole meltdown. Where'd it go?
So
yeah, this
what
one.
exactly
Turn off the music.
is happening with this CrowdStrike? Like, what is the net result of what's going on right now? Because I still don't actually know what's happening. I just know that everyone's affected. There's some sort of bad kernel file or bad dodgy channel file, as it's been described. And this anti-cheat level kernel driver is causing a bunch of people to have problems. What is the problem and what is happening? I woke up this morning to the internet in shambles over CrowdStrike and how it just absolutely has turned off the internet for banking, for healthcare, for shopping, for airplanes. So in this video, we start reading a couple articles and then we get security expert John Hammond on to explain to me these dodgy channel files, what is happening, what took down Windows, how does it work. So sit back and enjoy the day off. Thanks, CrowdStrike. So for those that don't know, CrowdStrike apparently has destroyed the internet. I don't really understand what the hell is the things that is blowing stuff up, but we're gonna go across a lot of these and we're gonna try to discover together many things. Like, number one, why in the world are you using Windows? Like, how can anybody tell me that one first? Because that seems like a more important question, okay? I get that there's programmers out there that want to play video games. Okay, I get the video. Hey, I understand games. No one's arguing that. But why the hell did you launch a server in a company on Windows? Okay, what were you doing? All right, so let's get started. Let's actually look into this whole thing because this is a story. This has a trail. This has so much to it.
I mean, jokes aside, I am wondering why Windows is so prevalent everywhere.
That I'm not even sure if I can figure out where or how this started without watching something from John Hammond, which, by the way, we do have John Hammond just in case because John Hammond is an actual boss. But let's look at some articles first. All right. CrowdStrike's share price is currently tanking amid a major global IT outage its leadership has attributed to a dodgy channel file. Okay, so I don't use Windows. Can somebody explain to me what a dodgy channel file is? Is that just Jayatan, a back alley channel? At the time of writing, the share price is down more than 19% as security shop to some of the biggest organizations in the world continues to work through issues with its customers. By the way, this is crazy, going down 20%. All right, it's slowly coming back. Look at that, it's slowly coming back. These hoping to catch a flight today might encounter some problems as the Federal Aviation Administration grounded major airlines until further notice. This includes United. By the way, United actually grounds itself. I don't know if you know this, but United is by far the single worst airline that has ever existed. I don't think somehow they have beat Spirit Airlines, which when you go onto a Spirit Airline flight, they go, "Welcome, bitch," and they like throw some peanuts at you, and that's all you get from Spirit Airlines. And yet somehow United said, "Hold my beer," and they are actually worse. Affected passengers will be notified, and any passenger traveling across the network on Friday, 19th July should check their Ryanair app for the latest updates of their flight, a Ryanair statement said. I don't even know what Ryanair is. Who is Ryan, and why does he have his own company? Why should I trust Ryan? We regret any inconvenience caused to passengers by this third-party IT issue, which is outside Ryanair's control and affect airlines operating across the air. Is Ryanair? It's Irish Spirit. They give you a little bit of corned beef and hash. Welcome, bitch. From the regional perspective, Edinburgh Airport owes longer waiting times to CrowdStrike incident. The wider reports suggesting departure boards are down across the site. Check-in services at Berlin Airport are also impacted. So, okay, so what I'm learning from this is that EU somehow got duped into using Windows. Isn't EU all about privacy and safety? Love the Irish accent, thank you. Like, isn't that what they're known for? Is it so they can have the latest Copilot features to help them with security? Is security and privacy going to be AI? If you use AI to help you with security, you might as well just get the lube out and ask Jayatan to come over. Okay, that's absolutely ridiculous. The list of victims is growing faster than our fingers can type. Other airports. So this can't be just air. This obviously can't just be airport specific. As if UK's health service hasn't taken enough of a battering in recent weeks. Sounds like the UK's down bad in this one. Put Me Mead, a GP surgery in West London, has updated its website to say its core medical management system is affected and online requests are restricted. Holy cow, that has to be actually pretty scary. I understand why you want to move slow. And I totally get why often these old systems are completely legacy systems. But it also blows my mind that a lot of these legacy systems are all Windows and they're always medical. It seems terrifying. You know, our system is much more fragile than we realize. Should I see if John Hammond wants to just come on stream right now and talk about this? All right, Flip, why don't you take this from here? So first off, just got John Hammond on here. He's a hacker, cybersecurity researcher, Huntress Labs. I actually have no idea what Huntress Labs does, but you're very, very well known. You have an awesome video that people have been linking me like wild about this CrowdStrike update and what's going on. So instead of watching that, why don't we just get a little bit, why don't you give us kind of like the, enough of a view to understand what's happening, and then I'll make sure I link this. Everyone, you should just go watch this also, because John is really awesome.
Cool. Thank you so much.
I like his name.
I super appreciate it. But hey, sweet. Super glad to spend some time with you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for letting me join the party on stream. But no, I mean, you all know everything that's like blowing up, exploding, imploding. Crazy things for, I don't know, airports and banks, and I've seen some craziness in hospitals and supermarkets. Just a big, significant amount of outages. Yeah.
Like people can't buy stuff, or they can't
Credit
fill
card
inventory.
systems.
They just have no idea what where their stuff is.
More of the like dependencies on tech and systems like credit card payments, et cetera, et cetera. But so yeah, the gist is that CrowdStrike has their endpoint agent for a lot of security protections, and it really ultimately has a lot of that power thanks to a kernel driver. Because look, when you're getting into AV and EDR and a lot of those bells and whistles for cybersecurity stuff, you get some extra access with those permissions levels. Well,
Isn't that dangerous? Isn't that like so? Effectively, just sorry for interrupting, but are you saying that CrowdStrike is the anti-cheat of medical?
yes. So that's it's really funny when we get to parallel those two different worlds. Like, I work at Huntress, like you mentioned. I'm glad you threw that in there. But we have a kernel driver for a lot of our EDR capability. And you're exactly right that very well can be spooky and fragile. Like, writing code at the kernel level is a lot of room for error. If something goes wrong, if there's one mistake, if there's one code little hiccup, then blue screen of death, computer crashes, et cetera, et cetera. I think that was really the gist of it, is, hey, there was a little bit of a hiccup. There was a, whoopsies, mistake, and some channel file, and that's what we keep hearing CrowdStrike mention. And when I had heard some from Brody, I think he's the director of Overwatch over there. I think that's their SOC, the Security Operations Center. I might be wrong. I don't know a ton of CrowdStrike, I'll be the first to admit, because I work at Huntress, and I don't have a CrowdStrike machine.
Naturally.
Yeah. But that is the 1,000-foot view. What have I forgotten? What else can I color the picture for? What are you thinking? What's up?
So they have, obviously they have their own form of anti-cheat, if you will, and all these enterprise servers get told why it's really important. They all get brought on. What effectively, especially you from Hunter, so you kind of get the same idea. What exactly is the motivation for companies to bring on these kernel level things into their program? Oh man, I'm making you disappear slowly.
Oh no! I don't know if that was me or what that was. Maybe lighting. But look, for a whole lot of cybersecurity stuff, to be able to get a lot of the signals that they might use for detection opportunities or prevention opportunities or anything that they could do to stop actual malware and real bad things. Well, look, it'd be really cool if they had hooks for different functions, for different API calls that your operating system might be able to do, or be able to more easily look inside of memory, peer back in that RWX stack crap. You know the drill. So all of that is really why they would have that access with the kernel and with their own custom kernel driver. That is tough to do. You know, it's
This is so beyond me. He said memory. I know what that means. This is making me think that the community I create, there could be regular times that we watch YouTubes and help answer each other's questions. That's pretty good. I think that's a good idea. What do you think? What do you think, nobody that's watching?
it's kind of a pain to deal with all that signing and process to get that where it should be. And I don't know, that's a good feat of engineering, if I may say. But
Yeah.
that is, when you see that go wrong, you see that go horribly wrong, which is kind of a bummer to see. I think with some, a lot of folks would talk about CrowdStrike in pretty high regard. Like they're like one of the best ones up there. So this is a little bit of a boo-boo.
So that was a very kind of like general kind of point, but I mean, I guess for me, I just don't quite understand that because in my head, if I were to be running a server, I'd want the most minimal possible thing to be set up. Now, obviously, I don't run Windows, so I don't actually know how minimal Windows can be. Because obviously, from a Docker kind of perspective, or just like in the Linux world, you can get really, really thin operating systems, if you will, comparatively to Windows. When I say thin, I mean we're comparing it to Windows, which is just giant. So is this because Windows is so impossible to actually just have a very simple instance to just, like, it's just Windows and your server running? I don't understand why you'd want all this other stuff in a kernel driver. I'm still struggling to see that, because when you say malware, I'm thinking, how did it even get on there? Like, how did you even get to the point of having malware? Besides, I mean, I understand Jayatan will get you every now and then, but it's just like that. To me, that's really surprising that people need this level of protection. Because it sounds like they don't have that level of control over their system.
Yes, is probably the short answer. I had just done a video on some silly, hey, trusted installer stuff to showcase, look, all these different levels or tiers or system of access for what you might be able to do on a Windows computer. And it's not just, oh, your regular Joe Schmo user or the administrator or NT Authority system. There's even trusted installer. So there are more and more of these stopgaps and things that do add a lot of load, is probably the best thing to say, with all of us kind of coming from the Linux world. I know you were mentioning thin clients and just how, you could have them pretty minimal and slimmed down. But in Windows, we're looking at AMSI, anti-malware scan interface. We're looking at ETW, event tracing for Windows. We're looking at all of those different things that might be trace files from different log source providers that other kernel drivers could be in the mix for. So there is just a little bit of too much stuff. And I think exactly right. You just have a growing sprawl of a problem.
Interesting. And so, do you have any information? Because it says a dodgy channel file. Well, can you explain what a dodgy channel file
This is the question that I want the answer to.
means in Windows world, if you can?
I will do my best. I got to admit, and let me be brutally honest, I off rip was like, WTF is a channel file. What are you talking about? Are you just saying things for the sake of saying things? Yeah. And you know what? No one's really in a place to tell you to sit down, shut up, and explain. Because I'm sure they're like, look, guys, it's a channel file. Leave me alone. Let me get back to work. I believe that is for, hey, staging some communication back and forth between other components with hardware, kernel, blah blah blah, voodoo witchcraft land.
So a channel between things. Probably a configuration file. Configuration file that allows things to talk to each other.
I can't give the most accurate 1000% picture, though.
Okay.
I know that it is a thing, and maybe it's using with whatever they might use for vague generalities to talk about something else in the kernel space. I don't know if that's internal lingo, but I gotta be honest, I hit the I believe button and said, okay, you guys are tracking this good. We all know and acknowledge there's a problem. Let's look for the fix. So.
All right, so I guess one thing I have not, by the way, Flip Editor, we may want to put this for a brief moment in the beginning, because I realize that this thing kind of starts off with a lot of pre-assumed knowledge. So what exactly is happening with this CrowdStrike? Like, what is the net result of what's going on right now? Because I still don't actually know what's happening. I just know that everyone's affected. There's some sort of bad kernel file or bad, dodgy channel file, as it's been described. And this anti-cheat level kernel driver is causing a bunch of people to have problems. What is the problem and what is happening?
Well, hey, trying to take it from the top, you think about automatic updates. You think about, hey, whether or not your computer will update to the latest version. You think a lot about, okay, do we actually have something to install and add a hotfix or actually set up new versioning if we're trying to have new updates come in? It's wild because normally you get into the problem of, hey, what the heck, system administrators, businesses, we try to beat them with the stick of like, you need to patch often, early and often, blah, blah, blah. In this case, it's the vendor, it's the provider, it's CrowdStrike that would push out of their own decision, off their discretion, when these updates and changes will be made. So that is why we saw as if the internet lit on fire in a single instant, because hey, all of those hosts that did update and the endpoints that did retrieve that rogue channel file or new kernel piece there would fall over. The blue
by
screen
fall
of
over,
death.
what does that mean? Blue screen of death? So it is.
Yes.
It is literally the B-Sod Friday, as I saw.
Absolutely. Yep.
And so like every single server just simply
Stop.
So hold on. So does that mean, so when they did this update, was it like live and then just blue screened and then no one could actually change it? And I've been reading and hearing that people have to like be in person and boot into safe mode to fix the change. So people are like, people with 5,000 servers. Someone in chat had 5,000 servers. You're telling me that they had to go individually to these 5,000 servers and safety reset and do something individually.
Yes, and that is why this kind of sucks. That's why it's, oh, good lord, Y2K
crazy.
nightmare, blah, 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 shenanigans. Some folks are trying to say, hey, you could do this with group policy.
Oh my God, I have to reach out to my friend Colin, because he's like a director at a university of all the tech stuff. Yeah, I can wait. But I'm really curious if he was affected. And he might be up all weekend fixing all these. Oh, that's insane. Okay, I should actually get back to studying. Bloop. Restart. Yeah, see, Olama is supposed to be working. Olama is supposed to be on this port. What happens if I say Olama? It's working. Olama serve. I think I have to give it a model. Already in use. Oh yeah, this one. So if I No. No. Olama. Olama. Yeah, it's supposed to be 3,000. But it's not. It's because Docker is not open. Yeah, I think the container needs to be running. Docker. There we go. Voila. Cool. Yeah. By the way, these LLMs are great as your therapist, if you need a free therapist. Let's start the music again. Get back into learning next. I feel like I'm going to learn faster with examples. I like minimal code examples. Give me a whole project example. Okay, this is interesting. You can put a lang TypeScript. What? Because the script is TypeScript. It's not automatically TypeScript. Lang TypeScript. So then I can say number. Well, I guess it's not actually number. It's probably some kind of ref type. That's a number. Yep. 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 Let's see if I remember how to do increment a button. I do remember the @ symbol. Click. Or is it like, is it that? Shoot. On click. And then you reference the function with a string, which feels so weird. Update. What should we call it? Add. Increment. Increment. Sure. Increment. 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 Function. Increment. My value dot value plus plus. Oh yeah, did I turn off the server? I did. Should automatically choose a different port. Why did it choose 3000? It keeps selecting this other window. Localhost 3000 is Olama. Now it's just broken. Maybe I need just configure it in here somewhere. Port. Or 3000. Oh my god, how do I configure the port? Hate you. Oh my goodness. Claude, tell me what to do. Command click doesn't open a new window or tab. Come on guys, get your shit together. Gotta understand how people use these websites. Nux configuration port. Thank you. Where am I? Type number default 3000. Dev server. Dev server port. Dev tools. Dev server port 3001. Do it again. Yay, look at that. And my increment button works. It's funny, I gotta sit in like a specific spot. So this is in the right place. Okay, confirmed that I know how to make a button. There's no way I'm gonna figure out how to do this freaking take-home exercise. There's just so much magic. Ugh. I need a goal. What is my goal here? What should I try to build? Some simple to-do situation. Do I even know how to do that? Man. Oh my gosh. Okay. Components. Let's say to-do. We'll have a to-do component. What else? The to-do component. We need an input on the main. We need an input field that's like, uses VModel. I remember using that. VModel for, I don't know, input or something. Don't remember how to use VModel. It's not user input. That's already defined. Here we go. Whew, it's gonna be a warm one today. It's not even noon and it feels like 80 degrees out. So we have an edit me. Where is this? Edit me. Text. Right here. See, okay, VModel, text. Is it referring to the constant's name? Text? I hate it. I hate it so much. We'll call it to-do input, ref, empty string, VModel, to-do input. VModel equals, come on, string. Toto input. Okay, well, let's do that thing I did yesterday where it was like side by side. So we can take this out. Come on. Put this here. There we go. Put this at the bottom. Sure, that works. Great, we have an input field. I can make sure it's actually, I don't think I do value when it's in the template, right? Yeah. H2, yeah. Okay, reactive. Great. This is a thing. Put some text before it, there won't be UI jank. There. So that's empty. More text. Beautiful. Let's hope I can remember that. So then we need a button. It's like save. Button B. Button at click. Save to do. Save to do equals. Okay, we have to save it somewhere. To-dos, ref, empty, array, push it into the array, because we'll assume to-dos are ordered. To-dos dot push, value dot push, to-do input, and dot value. Okay. Oh my god, I hate it. Oh look, to-dos. To-dos, ref. Add to-do, taking it off of the element's target value, push into to-dos, which is an array. Why is it, why does it not like what I push? Oh, is it because this needs to be on E target value? Oh my gosh. Add to do. Oh, it's doing a key enter and not a button press. Okay, how do I reference this element outside of itself? Also, why can't I just use the string that's available to us in to-do input? Right? Never. Oh my gosh. That's annoying. To do input dot value should work now. That works now. Oh yeah, now there's that. Man. Looping syntax V4 or something. Oh my gosh, there's so much to learn here. It's probably in here. There it is. To-do list. LI V4 to do in filtered to-dos. So it's part of the LI structure, which makes sense. So V4 to do in to-dos. We'll need a key. Stop. Key is to dot. Well, it's just a string for now. And I don't care about completed yet. But we do care about the children. Which is just to do title. So if I do something like H3, to do, well, it is just to do. So this should be enough to show something on the screen. Yeah. Okay. Am I going to enjoy this? I don't know. Do-do-do. So there's also clearing the input. Which, how are they doing that? They're just e-target valuing, but can I just reassign to do input value to be an empty string? Yeah. Oh my God. I want the space. So now, there's a few things we could add. We need the checkbox for when it's done, and we need the ability to delete. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Wait, why do I see? Oh, it's label. Mark all is completed, but it's not visual. Is that what this is? Yeah. Double click. Oh, interesting. Boom. Okay, so what do I want to do? That's the question. What do I want to do first? I want to, let's add a delete ability. So there should be like a button that says delete. Click, I guess. Click. Delete. To do. So we have to get the info somehow. Where to get the data? And they're passing it in somehow. Oh, you're right. Oh, I hate that so much. Write the function in a string. God damn. Hate it. And of course it doesn't like it. Oh, because I need to put it here. String. But that's going to be impossible to find with just string, so we need to change the data shape, which I knew was coming. Do I put type definitions like inside this? So name, or like, what do you want to call it? Value? ID. I don't know, string. To-do. Yep. So this is going to be value. We need to generate an ID somehow.
Hey, darling.
Hi.
Is my towel here? Where's my towel?
In the laundry. But I haven't started it, so you can pull it out.
Why did you take it away?
I left you the brown one.
Can you do it now and then? The laundry? Are you streaming?
Yeah,
Hi, everybody.
there's nobody here. There's never anybody here.
Let's go out and get into the world, please.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot. We should go out.
We should go out.
To-dos, value, push, objects. So now we need, key dot ID, delete to-do dot ID. Okay. And we'll be able to find the to-do by the ID. Delete, we don't need to return anything. But we do need to, we need to say to-dos now equals to-dos dot filter, where to-do ID, this is to-do ID. To-do ID does not equal to-do ID. Wait, to-dos dot value. To-dos dot value. Getting the hang of this, but I don't like it. Nice. We don't want to show the whole to-do. We just want the value. First, second, delete the first, delete the second. Okay, it worked. Is this how this works? I don't even know. Nope. It's kind of a funny elevator song. So I remember learning inline styles yesterday, but I don't remember how to do it. So we're going to ask Claude again. How to do inline styles Vue.js. V-bind style. Well, I was right. You're supposed to put it inside of a string. Ugh. God, I hate that so much. Style. String object. Fucking weird. Display. Flex. It's not mad. Did it actually? No. It's not working. It's probably the li situation. Why isn't this working? The issue with your code is in the style attribute. When using inline styles, we need to use vbind style or its shorthand. Oh, did I say styles? Is that what happened? No, I used style. Oh, I didn't use the directive thing. There we go. Do I need this to be a string? Yes, I do. Display flex width 100%. Has to be justify content space between. No, stop with the double. There we go. Doesn't need to be the full width of the screen though. So we need this to have a style equals string object with, I don't know, 400 pixels. Object. Sure, that works. Okay, cool. It's working. It's very ugly, but it's working. Do 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 do. Okay, what do I do now? What do I want to do now? We got the delete. We need the checkbox, right? We need some kind of checkbox. Okay. Dang it. The chat that nobody's ever in. I accidentally closed it, so I'm going to put it back over here. Okay. Got stuck up in my head, like I do. Now, yeah, checkbox. How does the whole checkbox situation work? Checked. It looks at this remaining variable. Where is that defined? Remaining. So it's just looking at if there are any left to do, but it's not the, this is not the one. This is, oh, that's the toggle all, that's why. We want, where is the check? There it is. V model to do completed. So it's just smart enough to know. When it looks at this, we need to add a completed on there. So it just knows. And see another magic thing. Completed. Did I spell it wrong? Completed. Oh, it's just, yeah, not being used. Completed. Else. Right. Man, is that really just the magic? So completed to-dos is a computed value looking at to-dos value dot map, right? No, filter where the to-do is completed. Filtering out the completed. Right, this is an array. To make it a Boolean, we need dot length. Or, we want it to be a number, yeah, so that's the length. Completed. It's not reactive. So how do we make it reactive? So it's looking at 2 items left by saying remaining, the ternary computed, right, computed. I even said that word, didn't I? Computed. Okay, test, computed, completed. So it's backwards. Test, computed, completed. There we go. Interesting. Delete. All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm getting it. It's starting to make sense, but how would I pull this out into its own to-do component so that we could have like isolated CSS? Basically, this list item. Oh, this should be outside the list. Yeah, I guess I'll do that in my next stream. Because I'm ready for a break. Okay, break time.